That was One More Tomorrow by Marjorie Hughes. Time for a paid advertisement. This one comes to you courtesy of Ahab Herringway.
That's right. We wanted to tell all of our listeners about our favorite tea-shop.
Come see what I've
Rosie
got.
Lee's.
It's a quaint corner of Camden.
Just what you're looking for.
And it has the most wonderful teas on earth.
You can always find us there every Friday during tea time. We're in the love seat. I mean regular seat.
Yes, just another
Till
regular
next
seat.
time.
Visit Rosie Lee's now.
Thank you, Rosie.
This next song is a request from regular listener Carl W.
Oh, hello, Carl.
He says, I picked Rocket 69 because it's my favorite number. Ooh. Carl.
You're on the mend with this little ray of sunshine, Nigel the Nihilist. The next one is Jen Cartwright. Enjoy.
I wish I loved mornings as much as the rest of these freaks seem to. I had an absolute skinful last night. That bog system gin, it's tastier than you imagine. But that taste is a trap. My tonsils have second-degree chemical burns. You alright, mate? Going to the pub later? You want to join the reading group? I promise it's not as shit as it sounds. I wish I loved mornings as much as the rest of these freaks seem to.
You down to trade? Have a look. Farewell.
Can't wait for today to be over. Knackered. Not now. It's too early and I'm too hungover to talk about theory with you.
That was the amazingly talented Jen Cartwright. Every time that song almost brings me to tears. Now then, I suppose I better make me bread and butter. Here's a little chinwag for our sponsors. The scooter shed located in Hackney is the best place for all-rounders around to get their scooter parts. Come hang out with the gang, see what they have to offer. Baby, won't you please come home? Well, I know the answer to that, but I'll save it till after the song, shall I?
say something. Oh, never mind. You think I'm some kind of muggle?
Boy, you're riling me now, sunshine.
That was Baby Won't You Please Come Home by Fella's Choice. Gotta love that one. When I get low, I get high. Freshly squeezed on next. Hope you like it. It's one of the very bestest in my little radio shack.
Yeah!
How much you got left in you?
Thanks for that one. Freshly squeezed. I mean, there's not a lot of open glory out there these days. Maybe this track by Paula Taffy might pick everyone up.
Land of hope and glory, mother of the free. How shall we extol thee, who are born
love that track. Paula Taffy and her bestest. You're on the mend, and this radio station is brassic. If you fancy topping up my coffers, head over to me in Hackney. Till then, here's me shilling for the Courthouse. Tottenham Court Road wants to remind everyone that they are running a 2-for-1 drink offer. Sounds pretty good if you ask me. Fair warning, the chap who asked for this advert looked like an hooligan, so be warned. Nuclear love! Ha! Do we all know that, Phil?
Me and my baby, we got a thing going on. My darling, she tells me she can't sleep at night when I'm gone. Yeah, she's my love, I wanna hug her and kiss her through the end of this telephone. I'm here waiting till after my work here is done. I gotta fill containers and take the chance that they could be a burning into our romance. 'Cause it's goodbye to give peace a chance, and it's hello to nuclear love. I hold your picture close to my heart and I dream about sandy beaches and your place on an island with me. When I wake up, still a testing and collecting all the numbers to build what Sammy wants. I'll be working till the mess that we're in can be won. I gotta fill containers and take the chance that there could be a burning into our romance. 'Cause it's goodbye to give peace a chance, and it's hello to nuclear love.
I'm warning you. Back it. Yeah. Keep moving. Yeah.
What a joyful little trek. I really hope you enjoyed that. That was by Pepper Coyote, everyone. Heart-shaped mushroom clouds. You lovely jubblies will surely love this one, right? It's a real classic.
No ammunition in this fight, entrenched in our love every night. They say the bombs are gonna fall. Somehow I do not care at all. You say it might all end today. No bombs can blow our love away. We'll hunker down, endure the blast, fight through it all from first to last. While others wait with bated breath, you rest your head upon my chest. They wait in fear all through the night. We rest together, warm and tight.
I've got to get out of here. Once I'm back in Hackney, I'm never leaving. I've had it. This is the absolute final time I'm stepping up for one of these cursed pack mule jobs. I've had it. This is the absolute final time I'm stepping up for one of these cursed pack mule jobs. Once I'm back in Hackney, I'm never leaving.
They say the war can never change. They scream and shout from out of range. Don't know much about those things. I only know how my heart sings. Every time you are around, the world could end without a sound. Crumble down in just one night. Still nothing dampens our love light. Shine across the
How can I help you? Browse our selection. Until next time.
That one you just listened to was Heart-Shaped Mushroom Cloud by Kyle Downs. This is Old Nuclear Windsor. Geez, what I'd wish for one of those. Here it is by Gavin Boulderow.
So empty, the days are so long. You took my music, you've stolen all my songs. You left my life empty like you just dropped the bomb. And now I live in the fallout of the love that I mourn. How could you leave?
Anything you need? I wish I could meet the Queen.
You need anything?
God save the Queen.
You lost.
Since you bid me farewell, you keep on smiling. could you leave me sad and alone? The bomb you dropped wiped away our happy home. And now there's nothing, my misery lingers. You turn my life into that old nuclear winter. When you blew my love away, you left me standing in the rain. It burned my skin like your hot, bitter tears. You ripped my heart right out my chest. You tore me down, you left a mess. What did I do to you to make you hurt me so? You say I never loved you. My heart was a grave. I buried your future and your grace. Well, I don't know if that was true, but when you left, you killed me too. How could you leave me frozen in place? You broke me down so bad you could see it from space. You were my everything, I treated you wrong. You scorched the earth around me like a nuclear bomb. How could you leave me sad and alone? The bomb you dropped wiped away our happy home. And now there's nothing, my misery lingers. You turned my life into that old nuclear winter. And now I'm frozen.
Alright, Labrat. What can I do for you? Well, fancy that. Blimey, not seen this in a while. Sure brings me back. Me nan used to clip me ears if I sneaked out of church. And now here I am, missing it. Well, I'm mighty grateful to you, mate. Here, have a few of me shrapnel specials as thanks.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
And I just want you all to know I love you. I just wish you loved me back. But here I am being a shill for some ticks. Here's a word from our sponsors. King Herod's department store. Just reminding you that if you need to ask the price, you can't afford it. You ever been going on about your day, enjoying a piece, when a group of hooligans bursts in and ruins it? Singing, dancing, talking so loud? Here's Train to Merseyside, with a bunch of arseholes partying on a train.
Yeah.
I hope you all like that one as much as I did. That was Train to Merseyside.
If you
by
hang
Stephen
around,
Menzies.
wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
Go suck a lemon. It's freshly squeezed time with Animal Soul.
How goes the hunts? Well, well, I wasn't sure you had it in you, me old China. Very well done indeed. And good riddance to the dirty dog you scrubbed to get this. Here, keep this pin. Your first trophy is something to hold on to with pride. And take these threads. You're one of us now, so you ought to dress the part too. Welcome to the Vagabonds. Now, I told you I had some big plans coming up. Come see me and the boys in the lounge and I'll tell you what comes next. It's time for those dogs to find out what happens when we bite back.
More bodies getting shot than ever hurt anything.
Keeps me awake in a dream, and in as far as the ball, just soothe my animal soul.
Opposable thumbs, sometimes on a knob. So we wrestle and bite just to prove that we're tough. And too many times I begged for change to perfectly rearrange this chemical in my brain. It soothes my animal soul. Something to have and to hold. And should you ever grow old, I want your body to know a place that we've never been. Keeps me awake in a dream. And in this forest of old, you soothe my animal soul. You soothe my animal, you soothe my animal, you soothe my animal soul. You soothe my animal, you soothe my animal, you soothe my animal soul. You soothe my animal, you soothe my animal.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
You face? You sticking around?
Goddamn favourites, that one. That was Animal Soul. It's certainly Fallout in London, alright? Yup, a great one by Sif Bentos, everyone. Yay! Listen in.
Can't believe my eyes. There's ashes in the sky. It's raining down on London town. The ashes in the sky. The smoke that fills the air and the dust upon the square. Can't believe I can't conceive the dust upon the square. People crying out, women scream and shout. It's raining down in London town and the panic all
Well, here we all are then. Listen up, lads. I've called us together for a reason. The dogs hit us hard last time, coming right to the centre of our turf. Well, I didn't want no rash response, but now our heads have cooled, it's time we looked at how to bite back. The dogs are trying to get the nuclear reactor on their turf up and running. We've got to win this war before that can happen. That reactor could produce double the power Battersea can. The gentry would have the tummies in their gaff in seconds. They'd be untouchable. So now's the time to strike, and strike hard. And we've got us some extra help now. The lab rat we found down bridge is moving up in the world. This wayfarer is now a vagabond.
Nice one.
Good work, mate.
Get in. You've had a taste of Syndicate blood, wayfarer. I'm hoping you're hungry for more. We're moving to a new phase in the war, one that's going to see us much more active, and I want you as our new commando. The old man's keeping his neck out of this one. He thinks we should keep our heads low and stay out of trouble. Well, I've had enough of that. No more defensive manoeuvres. No more shithouse posturing. It's time to give the Syndicate what they deserve. And if that means escalating the fight, then I say bring it the fuck on. You've shown you're good on your feet in a tight spot, and you've shown you can carry out raids in enemy territory. And you can keep yourself alive doing so. That's exactly what we need for some new, aggressive assaults on the Syndicate. That's what I've got the lads here for. Chill, bullet tooth, shrapnel. I told you all I want new plans for how we can do some proper damage to the dogs. And new blood here is going to be our point person. What you got for me?
More bodies getting shite on. Never hurt anything.
I've got an easy aspiration, boss. I say we take down the dredge.
The Mudshoot prison boat? What do you mean, take it down?
We crack it open and steal the yoke. There's a bunch of our blokes in there. Lab rat here can sneak in, let everyone out, then set a few well-placed bombs to sink the whole damn place.
I ever tell you you're a fucking lunatic, Johnny?
You've mentioned it a few times, boss, but, What exactly is it about this that seems so mad?
The dredge is guarded to the tits. You couldn't sneak a gnat's fart in there. And what's the good in blowing it up? Syndicates have been trying to call us terrorists ever since we broke out that friend of Yvette's. If we bomb a prison, they'll just use that as propaganda against us.
Not everyone's fond of prisons, Gone, and our lot in there have some grit in a fight. Would be nice to have them back in our numbers rather than rotting in the clink.
There's some logic in your lunacy, Shrapnel. We could do with more hands, and it would stick it to the dogs if we break our boys out of the dredge. All right, tell our chum your plan, then.
Syndicate's biggest and vilest prison. It's an old warship floating off the south end of Millwall. Its proper name is Mudchute Prison, but everyone calls it the Dredge. The gentry send the debtors and persons non grata to rot there. The dogs also have a special block for vagabonds they capture. The Dredge has a reputation for people only getting out as dog food. And there's worse what happens inside. Torture, experiments, abuse. It's fucking hell. Too right. The world would be a better place without it. There's a gangplank from the shore near the front, and there's groups of guards patrolling all the time there. It's pretty tight, like the boss said. No one's ever gotten in by brute force. But a lone nutter, being all sneaky like, I reckon it could work if you're clever. You'll want to go at night, of course. Less patrols then. The door on the ship is locked, but it's not fancy if you know your way around some tumblers. Or you could try loot a key from the guard patrol, whilst not summoning all of Gehenna upon you. Should all be pretty easy in theory, right?
This is fucking madness, Johnny. Wayfarer, you feel up to this?
If things go tits up, then scram and come back when it's all settled. Don't try to just force your way in. You'll raise too much hell. Our vagabonds are kept in a block near the front, but you'll have to take down the security system before you spring them. The cells themselves are unlocked from the warden's office down the back of the ship. There's a bigger block in the middle you can open the same way, full of the gentry's convicts. It would be good to set the whole place free.
And have them all shot as soon as they try to leave. Our boys can handle themselves, but the other numpties will just get slaughtered or recaptured and we'll get the blame for it.
Maybe our nutter here could help take out some of the enforcers. No one deserves to rot in that place. And if we get the other prisoners out, we're free to set the bombs and do some permanent fucking damage.
Or end up with everyone sandwiched between explosions and syndicate enforcers. It would be a clusterfuck, Johnny. Let's just focus on getting our own lot out. Them others aren't our problem.
But the dredge, maybe it's too hard. But damn, I'd love to see that hellhole sink. Fan-fucking-tastic. Here, 3 bombs is enough to sink the ship if you get the chance to use them. They'll need placing around the lower deck. Once they're set, you'll need a scarper. Quick. Good luck, mate.
Alright, gents, so tell me, what does the Syndicate have in abundance that we don't?
Web toes.
Herpes.
Literally everything.
No. I mean, yeah, probably. But I'm thinking of one thing in particular. Supplies. While we're choking down squirrel stew and using rock gut whiskey to treat anything from the flu to a bullet in the head, the IODS has enough food and medicine to supply both them and the whole of Westminster. I feel it's high time we alleviate them of some of that excess and put ourselves in a position to succeed. After all, health is wealth.
So what are you suggesting we do about it? And if you say a train robbery again, I swear to God.
Well, now, just hear me out. There's a train that makes up a third of the Syndicate supply line, and...
Oh, for fuck's sake, Winston. You've been reading your bloody spy comic books again. You're not 006 or whatever. Give it a rest.
Well, it's 005 actually, and what I read in my spare time has nothing to do with this. I really don't see what your issue is anyway. They have supplies, they transport them via train, we rob the train, it's simple.
It's not bloody simple. It's never bloody simple. There are far too many variables at play in a job like that. We broke even by the skin of our bollocks on the supply run to the lab, and you want to up the ante? Not a chance. Out of the question.
That's just it though, innit? You're looking at the ones and zeros of the returns from the lab. But the real intangible score of that job run is staring us right in the bloody face.
What are you on about? What, the Wayfarer? Not a bad point. Alright, fine. Here's what we'll do. Let's send the Wayfarer to strap on a tux and play international spy. And if they don't come back, we're only back to net zero on that lab run. Happy?
Seems like the more people we send, the better chance of success we'd have. But, yeah, sure. I'll take what I can get.
Good. You should be thanking me for even agreeing to that. The stakes of a job like this are still sky high, seeing as if the Wayfarer fucks this up, the heat comes down on our heads like a redcoat's deli belly. You hear that, Wayfarer? If you muck this up and get yourself killed, I'll find you in the afterlife and shit down your throat for the rest of eternity.
Excellent. So the train passes through Poplar Station. That's where you'll be heading first. The station is a syndicate outpost, so you'll most likely have to put down some dogs to get to the control room. Once you're there, all you have to do is switch the train's route to Canning Town Station. Hop aboard, and Bob's your uncle, you're done. We'll be waiting in Canning Town to unload the supplies. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be just that simple. What could go wrong? It's only the Syndicate's most important and highly guarded assets we're talking about. So in case it's not the sunny stroll in the park that Winston is presenting it as, take these explosives. If we can't have those supplies, nobody can. Get me? If things start going south, blow that train to Kingdom Come. Even if we come away empty-handed, at least we'll muck up the Syndicate's main supply lines.
But securing those supplies is still the main objective, so don't go blowing them up for the hell of it. Any questions?
I hope you like this next one by my boy, Seth.
The Vat Cats of the Gentry struck a bit of a deal with the mangy butts of the Isle a while back. In exchange for guns, slave labour, tickets, and a promise not to kick down their doors in the middle of the night, the Syndicate supplies Her Majesty and the Distinguished Royal Court with food, medicine, and other essentials. But it's no secret that there's very little love lost between the lot. All it might take to get the Gentry to double back on their little deal is a slight rock of the old boat, if you catch my drift. Something like a dashing rogue agent with a license to kill, intercepting their supply run, for instance. I don't know for sure, but there's a scene in Radfinger where 005 boards a moving train to neutralise an A-bomb somewhere in the Swiss Alps. If that's even loosely based on reality, then I'd expect heavily armed goons everywhere. Maybe some bookish scientists in lab coats. And I wouldn't count on the possibility of a few trained martial artists either. They'll attack you on sight, so your best bet is to go in stealth and kill them one by one, preferably with a silenced pistol. Medicine, wool, other finished goods and the like. But most importantly, anything you've been craving while licking the lid of a tin of dog food, they've got it in that train. Bangers and mash, eggs and rashers, proper baked beans, fish and chips, steaks as thick as a phone book. They've got it all. You pull this job off, and we'll quite literally be eating like royalty. Good luck, mate. The lads will see you in Canning Town. Quick, take this before Gaunt sees.
Christ. This is such a mistake.
Guns is what we need, boss. Syndicate always have more than us. Way more. We can't win a war without enough weapons. Syndicate get regular supplies from the Gentry factories. I know of a depot they run in a warehouse by West India Quay. I say we break in there and clean it out.
You must be joking. Security will be tighter than a rat's arse there. I'd have to send a whole team in to get more than a handful of guns. It's too dicey by half.
I know a gal that might be able to help us. An old, associate. She could find a way past the systems there, at least long enough to shift some crates out. We just need someone to break in and open the loading bay from the inside.
No, this is just stupid. Get your fucking brain in gear. I want to hurt the dogs, not do some petty theft. Anything we nick, they just replace in a week. We'd be better off burning the place down. Destroy whatever's there, fancy security and all, and fuck up their supply operations for months. Wouldn't even take much explosives to fry a weapons dump.
You're cool, boss. But there's bound to be some lovely gear in there. Would be a crying shame to see it all go to waste. If we're burning a place down, then there's no harm in nabbing some guns whilst we're at it, is there?
Okay, sure, but that's just some frosting. The real aim here is to fuck over the syndicate. You've been paying attention, Wayfarer? Good. Take these charges. Find a way into this warehouse and set them somewhere that'll cook extra crisp.
And take this old card of mine and go see Frosty Valentina. She runs a bakery these days near Millwall High Street. She should recognise the card from our old days. I'd go see her myself, but the syndicate sniffers would kill me on sight. Tell her what you're about, and she can sort you with something to bypass the security systems.
Waste of time. We don't need this Millwall bint.
Hey, no need to talk about Valentina like that.
Fine. I just want the fucking job done. No distractions.
More bodies getting shite done never hurt anything.
We used to be something, but now we won't fall to the likes of the dogs or anyone else. It's a good day to get things done. You're right. You're the one helping out. Good to see ain't everybody out to get us. A new face? You sticking around?
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Thanks for that one. Freshly squeezed. I'm here for you, old Blighty, and I just want you all to know I love you. I just wish you loved me back. But here I am being a shill for some ticks. Here's a word from our sponsors. Tottenham Court Road wants to remind everyone that they are running a 2-for-1 drink offer. Sounds pretty good if you ask me. Fair warning, the chap who asked for this advert looked like an hooligan. So be warned. This next one is Danny Boy. Enjoy.
Oh, Dad.